So in this video, I'm gonna explain to you how to look at your analytics, mainly for channels that are getting stagnated and they have no idea how to come up with the next best video idea. But this could also work for smaller channels. We're literally gonna do a deep dive and I will show you how we come up with new video ideas by analyzing views, subscriber count, and all of that in YouTube Analytics. The channel that I'm gonna be using is one of our clients. The method that I'm gonna show you, we use this exact way to come up with their current most viral video on the channel. And the crazy thing is all the information that you know is already in your channel. This is especially helpful when you already have a bunch of videos. And for example, this channel, when we started working with them about 10 months ago, and I can show you, it was around here, 11 months ago, 9 months ago. And then 9 months ago was the first video we posted. As you can see, before that, they had on average maybe 1.5K views, sometimes an outlier, but not so consistent at all. And then the first video we posted is 5.2K, what was great, but then this is the big one. And this one is literally a video that we found on this channel that knew was performing well. And we looked into the analytics and it was this video. Now, it wasn't the best performing old video because there were other ones that were performing better, but there were other reasons that this one was doing well. And so I'm gonna show you how that is. This is when we started working together and they were a little bit stagnated after their first initial jump. And so we brought them from 40 to 60K subscribers in the last 10 months. What is like huge for the size of this channel. This is that exact video. And obviously it went through some bumps and bumps. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to analytics. We're gonna go to the last 90 days in this case, because it will give you a good representation what works lately. And I'm not looking for impressions. I'm not looking for revenue. I'm not looking for watch time. We're gonna add average view percentage and average view duration. These are my main ones that I look at and I'll show you why in a minute. And then I like to add average views per viewer. There are multiple things on a channel or in a video that showcases how relevant a video is with your subscribers. So what we're doing then is we're gonna export this as a Google Sheet. All right, here we go. You can give this a name. In this case, it's 90-day performance report. I wanna freeze these two first. Then I wanna clean up this whole list. This is actually quite important later, you'll see, but let me clean this up real quick. Alright, this is a lot cleaner. Now, the next step that I want to do is add a new column, and I'm gonna call that subscriber percentage. Okay, and it's very simple. It's the subscribers divided by the views times 100. And there's probably an easier way to do this, but I want to show this to you so it's very clear what I'm trying to show you. To explain subscriber percentage real quick, the amount of subscribers that sign up or like subscribe per 100 views, right? And anything above 1 is good, anything above 2 is great. Under 1 needs work, and then obviously if there's a negative number, then you have to ask yourself what went wrong, and that indicates this whole subscriber percentage really indicates how relevant your video is to the audience that want to follow you, right? So even with lesser views, you could have higher subscriber percentage, meaning it resonates with the right viewer. And as a business, that's really important. Reason being is because you're not looking for the most amount of views, you're looking for conversions, and that comes from people that resonate with that audience. So if we pick like a random one, 1.4 is decent, but if I can try and look for a 2, or let's order it real quick. These are very high, but they come also with very little views, so keep that in mind. But let's pick here 300, and that has usually a higher average view per viewer as here, right? That means like that person is more likely to view another video of your videos. So let's continue, and what we're gonna do now is kind of filter out, because we have hundreds of videos here, including short form content. So we're gonna order this from small to large first for the views. So we're gonna filter out a bunch of like low performing videos. You can see it's like older videos or just not very relevant videos. either shorts that didn't pop off or whatever. It's kind of depends on the channel we're on, but this channel, I'll show you real quick. I use this tool called 1 of 10, and then if you go to videos and latest, this number here shows you the multiplier of the average views of the last 5 videos. Basically, we can see that the average is about 5k, 4 to 5k is the average views on the latest videos. We're gonna look at all the views, so I'm gonna delete these first 160 already because they're not relevant. I know this is 90 days, so anything under 200 views or even that is basically not relevant for what we're trying to accomplish with this analysis, because these are not the videos that we want to replicate because they're not relevant. So I'm deleting another 238. So the next step is to filter more, because there will be shorts here. Is to go by average view duration. So we can assume that anything under a minute is a short or just not worth looking at because it's really underperforming. So that's another 38 that we can delete. Boom. And that leaves us with about, there you go, 69 videos to analyze. Then I'm gonna give a score to all of these videos, and we're starting with the views. And as I just showed you, we know that average is 5k views per video, or that's at least where we want to be looking at. Some are less performing obviously, but some are way higher, but that means they're doing really well, right? So back to that. That means we're gonna give a score to it, and I'm gonna do 2 tiers of scoring. So anything above 5,000 is good, and I'm gonna give 2 points, and I make it dark green. Instead of that, let's do anything under 6,000, 1 point. And this is very subjective, I know, and it really depends on the niche you're in and the growth of your channel or the size of your channel. But this will give you later some more context. We can hide the subscriber because it doesn't matter for now. Then I want to look at these numbers. So anything above 2, as I mentioned, is really good. Boom. Anything above 1 is decent, or is good actually, but not great. And then anything under you need to look at. And so here's just even videos that lose subscribers, even though they have so many. So we can actually look in that, but these are live videos. So like this channel, I know they have a lot of live. They are actually quite important for a different reason, and I'll give you a look into that. Now we're going at the average view percentage. Anything above 60 is amazing. Anything above 50 is good. So in this case, for this channel, it's not crazy, but we can then later analyze why that is. Then another tip here is any video above 5 minutes, YouTube really likes and tends to push along. So anything above 5 minutes gets a score of 2, and above 4 is still great. So I'm gonna give that 1. Right? And then what else do we have? We have click-through rate. This is again very subjective depending on the niche and channel you are on. Anything above 8 is great, and that rhymes. And then anything above 7 is good. Okay, so what are we gonna do now? I'm gonna add a column, what I call Playstack score. I'm gonna basically provide points here, but I need to do one more thing. I'm gonna go back to views. And I want to actually give points to videos that are older than, let's say, 5-6 months, and we're now May of 2024. So anything in 2023, I would say, and still gets a lot of views, is actually really good. Meaning it's like evergreen, and this is for a business channel, really relevant. So I'm gonna go and give them an extra point because it's just knowing that this will perform for a while. And especially if it's like 2021, but I don't want to do this. I only want to do it for the highest performing ones. You can do it if you want. This score is, I know, not as objective as it should be, but it just will help you at the end decide like what should I do next, like what video should I make next. I ordered it here, and what you can see is like there's a lot of videos that have very high average view duration, but a very low average view percentage. These are all the live streams, and usually they're really good for maintaining your current audience. Like you have your shorts, that's good for discoverability. You have your normal videos, it's also good for discoverability plus nurturing your audience. And then live streams is not good for new audience, but really good for discoverability. That's why like these percentages are quite low versus some of the normal videos later on. I'm gonna go give it a score now. Dark green is 2 points, and light green is 1 point. So this is 4, this is 4, and so on. So give me a minute and I'll get back to you with the updated score. All right, so we have now a score for all these videos, and again, this is just to get an idea what works on the channel, and then we can analyze. 7, 8 is really good, so I'm gonna give them a color to make it stand out. 6 is also good. So we have 2 videos that are standing out right here. And probably your first thing would be is like, hold on, that one video that performed really well, that viral video, is not getting a high score. Why is that? And the answer is basically when a video goes viral, a lot of the metrics get dimmed because it gets pushed to a way wider audience. So like your click-through rates goes down, your average view durations go down, and they're usually not that relevant then. Those scores there. But what you could say is like, look, this video is outperforming like crazy. Like this is 300,000 views in the last 90 days. That should get more than 2 points, right? So you could look at it that way. Like I could turn this into like a, hey, this is like super dark, maybe I should give it 4 points instead. But that's kind of up to you, and you need to take everything with a grain of salt and look at it logically. So what are the best performing videos? Okay, so I can already tell this is a live stream. I know this channel specifically talks about, in their live streams, about news updates. Then this is another one, again about the farm, and it's a live stream as well. And so the video actually that went viral is on this farm bill as well. And then we have this one is a video, and then we can go and look at it. This video, what is that? So it got a lot of views. What can we do better next time? Like 52% is actually quite good. We can improve the first 30 seconds, and then we can compare it with the other ones. What we can compare here is like, okay, it's above average, but then it drops off. Why is that? And then how can we improve that the outro doesn't drop off and we can keep this percentage above 60%? How can we do that? But this would be a winner for me in the sense like, okay, we can redo this video. Then this is a live stream again. We can then take inspirations of like how we can make that in a normal video if it's not so time sensitive with news updates, for example. What then interesting is these are fairly okay-ish average view. This one is not relevant anymore, actually, all of these, because they are also with the videos that we deleted. As you can see, 1.2, 1.3 is like the highest points. Okay, these videos are live streams or videos that perform very well. So people are really interested in it, and maybe we should do something like that again. Yeah, that's basically how we came up with that big video. This video, we just looked at another video on the channel, THC. It was this exact video. Okay, what can we do better? Like obviously the thumbnail can be improved a lot better. As you can see, we improved that. And so 6.7%, what is really good for a viral video, compared to this one, 4.6. So that's a 2% difference. That's one way to improve. Then we looked at other things like this retention curve, like how can we improve that? This is not that much better. Again, that's because of the virality of the video. But these are all things we can learn and compare, right? So the intro is weak, we can improve that. Here's probably a definition of the video and stuff like that. If you don't have as many videos to compare, the things that I just explained to you, like subscriber percentage, is a really good indication of why a video works. Like these are very high subscriber percentages, not so high views, so maybe it's not as relevant. But if we go and look at this one, it's like, okay, how to get a license. This is a very old video. We redid that one and that did pretty good as well. For that reason that people are looking for that exact thing. High click-through rates, high subscriber percentages. So it's very depending on what your goal is for the channel. If it's conversions or growth, you can make your own decisions based off of this. So I hope that helps. If you have any other questions, we also have a free channel audit where you can go through a list of all the things that needs to be optimized in your channel, and that will definitely help you get better views and more clicks. And I hope to see you on the next video.